Up guys, I'm back with another video. First of all, I want to say happy holidays. This will probably be my last video until maybe New Year's. I'll see how I feel about it, but I will be giving my 5 reasons why Into the Spider-Verse is better than Venom. I just saw this movie and it was freaking fantastic. It was worth the wait. Unlike Venom, I was excited about this movie and I knew it was gonna be good. So I'm just gonna give. I'm sorry. I'm scratching a lot. I'm really itchy, but I'm gonna be giving my 5 reasons why Into the Spider-Verse is better than Venom. And number 5, the humor. The humor in this movie is freaking hysterical. It feels like I'm watching a Marvel movie with the humor, and Sony does. And even though the Venom movie, the humor, a lot of people was praising the humor. Oh, Venom was hilarious. Like it just felt cringy. When I think of Venom being, he's supposed to be uh, Venom is supposed to be a mixture, funny but menacing at the same time, and it didn't really feel like they captured that essence of him in the movie. When I think of Venom being the humor of Venom, I think of Spectacular Spider-Man. Like, like there's this scene where Peter was shooting, where Spider-Man was shooting web bullets at him, and he was like, "What was that supposed to do?" And it was like they're supposed to hurt, and I can't remember what he said after that, but that was pretty funny. That's the way Venom should be written when it comes to humor. The way Spider Verse did the humor was hysterical. Like there's this scene. Uh, I'm not going to spoil a lot for those who haven't seen it, but there's a scene where where Miles gets bit by the spider, and at first I thought he was going to scream out in pain and freak out and slap the spider off of him out in fear, but he's just like it was nothing. Number 4, it feels like this movie. It feels number 4. It really feels like a comic book movie. It feels like I'm flipping through a comic book because in the movie there's thought bubbles and there are like action scenes where, for example, say someone gets punched, you get like a pow uh, bubble in the background or something like that, or um, Miles is riding the train to go home. You see like a caption or whatever in the background or over the screen, and it's thought uh, really thought out pretty. They captured the comic book essence really well. It does feel like a comic book. It feels more like a comic book than a movie because of the thought bubbles and the everything that's going on. Number 3, the animation. The animation in this movie is freaking great. I I rarely am into cartoon movies for the animation, more for the story, but this is probably the second movie that I've been impressed with by its animation this year. The first one was The Incredibles 2. The Incredibles 2 had the the animation in The Incredibles 2 was way better than how they did it in the first one, and it just captured my attention right away. Not only The Incredibles 2, but this movie, and it was whoever came up with the animation, the drawings and stuff. It was really thought out because it actually looked freaking great. Number 2, better chance of a sequel. Now I am still amazed that Venom made more, unfortunately, has been making more money than this movie. But for Sony, uh, it's not about how well the movie's been received. It's just about the money. And Venom is a really crappy movie. It's probably one of the worst movies this year. If you if you haven't seen it, I do not recommend seeing the movie. It sucked. It sucked, and it was just not how Venom should be captured in a live action movie at all. However, this movie did really well, and I think more people were excited about this than Venom. And maybe if they were doing more animated sequels like Into the Spider Verse, I'd be into it. But if they're thinking about doing movies like Kraven the Hunter, another Venom movie like Silver Sable live action, I am not into that at all. But this movie, even though we already know Venom, unfortunately, they're coming out with a Venom 2, even though the movie was terrible and it's just a watered down Catwoman. It's already been greenlit, but this movie actually feels like we we as fans, it leaves you wanting more. Venom, on the other hand, that's a movie none of us asked for, but yet we're still getting a sequel. So, doesn't make any sense, but whatever it is, what it is, if Sony's making money, that's all they care about. And a number one reason for why Into the Spider Verse is better than Venom is because of the soundtrack. The soundtrack is one of my the soundtrack for this movie is probably one of my favorite albums that have came out this year. The soundtrack for this movie is probably neck to neck with the Black Panther one that came out this year. Both of those albums were freaking astounding, and I can listen to them all over again and not get tired of it. That's how great the album is. So yeah, those are my 5 reasons why. Oh, and the Venom song that Eminem came out with was it was very lackluster. I did not like it at all. I didn't like it when I heard it on the radio the first time, and I just thought, whatever. And in my opinion, they only had Eminem do the song just to get more people into the movie, and I just wasn't feeling it. But yeah, but those are my 5 reasons why Into the Spider Verse is better than Venom. Let me know if you guys watched the movie. What did you think of it? Do you think it's better than Venom? If you do, if you don't, get the hell out of here, because I don't know what's wrong with you. But if you haven't seen it, you should go see it because this movie is freaking great. This is probably one of the best Spider-Man movies ever. Probably probably top 3, and it really captures a lot of characters that you didn't think would be on the green screen, like on the big screen. I mean, like Spider Ham is a really goofy character, but played him. They played it off really well in this movie. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell icon down below so you can be aware of new videos coming out. I probably won't be coming out with another one until New Year's, just to relax and stuff like that. I don't know yet. I'll see how I feel about it. But until then, peace out.